Quasi here, and in today's video I want to share with you how you can attract a specific partner into your life. I get a lot of questions about this topic and I thought I'd take the time out to make this video. If you look in the background around me right now, I'm not in my usual environment. I'm in New Jersey right now, spending some time with my wife and her family, and I thought what better time than to talk about how to attract, how to build a relationship with your ideal person. Okay, so this video is going to go not into how to attract it, but also the common misconceptions that people have that prevent them from attracting their ideal partners. And by the end of it, I'm going to share with you 3 keys that you can begin to apply right now to go out there and actually attract this ideal person and make it real actionable for you. So I'm super excited to get started, so let's go right in and jump in. So for those of you who are new to the channel, my name's Quasi Joe here, and over the past 4 years, I've grown my business from absolute 0 to 7 figures now, and it's consistently doing over 7 figures. And I work on the thing that I love to do every single day. And I've manifested my ideal partner, my ideal home, living in South Florida, my ideal environment, and I've pretty much manifested everything that I wanted in my life. So throughout this channel, my goal is to help you create your reality so that you can experience the same. My situation wasn't always like this. I started off and I had a very toxic relationship with my reality. I always thought I was the victim, and I always thought the world was out to get me. And because of that, I stayed stuck for a very long time until I figured out all of this stuff. So throughout this channel, I tried to share the same. So today's video is about your specific person, and I want to begin with the biggest misconception that people have about attracting a specific person. What they do is they get obsessed with one person in their lives, and they keep chasing this person throughout the rest of their lives. And what happens when you have one person in mind and you keep trying to attract this one person that you know in your environment, you begin to create a lot of resistance. What do I mean by that? So if I focus on one person, as opposed to leaving it open for the universe to bring this person, a specific person, into my life that I would like, then what I do is I also go against this person's will. Maybe this person doesn't want to be with you. Would you want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you? No, right? So this comes from a deep place of scarcity, where you believe that there is only this one person for you, and you're seeking that person's validation. You put that person on a pedestal, and because you become so needy for that person, and you keep attributing your thought energy to that person, you actually begin to resist them. For some reason, they end up being turned off by you. Has it ever happened to you where you got so obsessed with one person, their text message became so important to you, anything they said, any opinion they had about you became so important that your life started to revolve around this one person? That's happened to me before, and I've learned my lesson from that. So the best person you can attract in your life is when it's unsuspecting, unexpected, okay? So that's basically how I attracted my wife. With everything I'm about to share with you in this channel, I basically attracted my wife, and I didn't know who she was at first. And I was in college. I walked into a train one day and I saw this beautiful, gorgeous girl, and I walked up to her and I just had to strike up a conversation with her. So that's what I did. We shared Instagram, and then we just started hanging out, and then one thing led to another. She's my wife now 4 years later, right? So it kind of happens that spontaneously when you leave an open-ended sort of picture for the universe to manifest. Please, what I want you to do right now is take a minute to clear your mind of all these misconceptions of I need to manifest this text from this person, or try to get this one person that I know in my college, my class, or my colleague, whatever it is. Let go of that person, because the more you keep holding on to that person, the more you will resist that person. So now let's get to the 2 keys that will allow you to manifest a specific person, a specific type of person, I should say, into your life. And you never know, it may just be this specific person, okay? The best way to manifest a specific person or a specific goal into your life is by letting go of that goal and by letting go of that specific person. Because when we let go, what we're actually doing is we're clearing up energy. We're stopping the resistance. By letting go of obsessive focus on one thing, we're dropping the resistance, or what I like to call in this channel, the excessive potential that we create. I'm going to attach a video where I talk about excessive potential more in depth and how you actually create resistance by putting a person on the pedestal. So if you understand that, it'll become a lot easier for you, and then you simply need to learn how to let go. I'll put that in the description box below. But the 2 things you need to do to manifest a person into your life is number one, know the qualities. Get clear on the qualities that you would like to see in this person. So I always knew that, I wanted to have a person who would support my lifestyle. I wanted to have a successful business. I wanted to live a life of freedom. I wanted to be happy. What kind of person would support that? What kind of person would support and complement my personality? We know that it's hard enough to change ourselves, let alone change another person. So why try to change a person who's not into you to try and be into you? Why not just attract? There's someone out there for everyone. Why not come from that place of abundance of, there is someone out there, they will come into my life when the time is right, instead of just seeking out that one person who doesn't like you and trying to get them to like you. That's quite toxic, isn't it? That's the number one thing you must know, which is knowing what qualities this person must have. The number two thing is knowing how you feel when you're around them, okay? How do you feel when you're around your ideal partner? So now let's go to how we can figure these things out. How can you figure out the qualities you would like your ideal person to have? And how can you figure out how you feel when you're around them, okay? And this can be done by that 3-step exercise I'm gonna share with you right now. So step one, what you wanna do is basically create an image or what I like to call a slide in your mind's eye of what life looks like once everything has been achieved. You've gotten the money, you've gotten the wealth, the health, the relationship. When you've gotten all of these things, what does your life look like? Okay, what does a day in this life look like? So let's create a short slide. A slide is just a collection of different images, kind of like a film reel. When you take the film reel and you start flipping through the images, it creates a moving picture. So we want to create that moving picture of what our lives look like. So in that moving picture, to give you an example, my moving picture was waking up in my mansion in Los Angeles next to the woman of my dreams and, going downstairs in my mansion, going outside, and there's my red Ferrari and I forget the keys to it. And then my partner or my wife, then she comes in, throws me the keys, and I have the distinct feeling of getting the keys to that red Ferrari, right? So that's what I pictured for a long time. And that's what I began with, the slide that I began with. So what is your slide of your ideal scene? Your ideal house, your ideal partner, your ideal car? Just make it as rich and vivid as you can, because here the feeling is the secret, as Neville Goddard says. So we want to get to what that feels like and tap into that feeling. And the only way that will happen is if you have this slide there in the first place, okay? So now what you want to do once you've had that slide and you've created that slide is I want you to focus in on your time with that partner. So create more slides of that person that you see. What sort of characteristics do they have? Maybe you don't see a face for them. What's their hair color? How tall are they? How do you feel when you're around them? How does it make you feel when you're conversing with them? How does it make you feel when you're sharing some time with them? And in this way, once you start to get an idea of that, you'll get an idea of what sort of qualities they have. So what I want you to do, once you picture different slides of you spending time with this person, is write down a few qualities, 5 qualities that this person has. It could just be physical characteristics and attributes. It could be just like how you feel when you're around them, how they are. They're generally happy. They're more introverted or extroverted. They have a light energy about them. They're carefree and they support you. Whatever it may be, whatever qualities you would admire in your potential partner, write them down. And in this way you get clear, because you have to begin with that end picture. When we begin with that end picture, then we can get clear on what qualities we want. And to be completely frank with you, some of the qualities my wife has, I didn't even know I needed in my life, right? I didn't even know that these are the qualities that I needed, but it works out perfectly because the universe is more intelligent than you are. But you just need a baseline starting point of qualities. And over time, as you're with this person, you'll grow to love these qualities about them, okay? So that's number 2. Focus in on the partner in this ideal scene and create a few other slides of you spending time with this person. And the final step is asking yourself this one simple question. What can you do? What's one step you can take right now to move one step closer to this vision, to this ideal person? So for example, it could be something as little as, if I want to meet this ideal person, I must give myself opportunities to meet this ideal person. So maybe you join a book club, or maybe you join like a yoga class, or maybe you start going out once a week, or maybe you join a dating app. It could be anything as simple as that. What's one step you can take right now to move one step closer? Because you've got to take some sort of action, because this action, it complements that definitive goal you've set in your mind, okay? This physical action is actually a representation of your intention to manifest. I'm going to say that one more time. It's wordy. The physical action that you take is just one aspect of the intention that you've made. Most people, they take action without intending, without really fully being intentional about taking action. And to give you an example of that, I can mindlessly drink this water, or I can, make an intention to drink this water with the intention that it will nourish my body and make me feel quenched of my thirst, right? So when I come in with a different intention, when I'm more conscious with my intentions, then the action is much more effective. It's much more powerful, because at the end of the day, it's the intention that matters the most. The physical action itself is just a representation of that intention. So ask yourself, what is the action that you can take right now? One step you can take. It could be something simple as joining a dating app. And that's pretty much it. With that, I conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Please leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of this. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little bell there so you're notified of any new video that I put out. And also, as a supplement to this, I really do encourage you to watch Access Potential, the video I'm going to link down below, and how to actually let go. Because once you drop this resistance to this specific person or specific ideas that you have of this person, it'll become a lot easier. So, see you guys later. Till next time. Peace.